Differences between people can take all kinds of sizes. Let's start small, with cheesecake. Do you prefer it with or without raisins? We asked a group of students this particular question and encouraged them to stand in a line where one end would represent a cheesecake with raisins and the other a cheesecake without raisins. As you might have guessed, the middle was pretty empty. When we asked whether they prefer cats or dogs, the line looked different, with a lot of people in the middle. In both cases, people could choose a position that lies somewhere on a scale, with the ends representing stronger preference for one or the other, and positions in the middle representing something in between. What does it mean to be in the middle? Well, if it's about the cheesecake, it either means that you are a big fan of cheesecake in any possible form, or you don't like cheesecake at all. In the case of cats and dogs, the middle option was much more popular. Not so many people feel very strongly against cats or dogs. They might have a preference for one species or the other, but they are often okay with both. So, these two situations are completely different. In one case, the majority occupies the extremes, and in the other, majority occupies the middle ground. We can say that the group is more polarized in the first scenario than in the latter. Let's see how this works in the bridge situation. Just as we did with the cheesecake and with cats and dogs, we could draw a line representing attitudes towards the plans to build the bridge. We can imagine various scenarios now. Is it more like the cheesecake one? People are either very much pro or very much con, or maybe it's more like cats versus dogs situation. A lot of people are in the middle, okay with the idea, but with some doubts. Let's look at where Ian and Mel would place themselves on such a line. Mel is afraid of the impact of the bridge on her neighborhood, but she can also see how it would improve the connection between two parts of the town, which she sees as an improvement. Ian would like to commute faster to the center, but he's also heard the projections of the rise of the rent prices in the area after the bridge is built. And this will make it more difficult for him to afford to rent a flat there. And he's also heard about some environmental concerns related to the construction. So, even though they are on different sides of the scale, they are not that far from the middle. How about the whole Bridgestone population? What shape could we draw on the axis? Are there many people in the middle, or is the majority of the population placed on the extremes? Before we check that, let's see why it matters. The way people differ in opinions regarding the bridge can tell us a lot about polarization. The more extreme the opinions are, the more difficult it is to find a common ground. In the case of a cheesecake, it doesn't have any serious consequences. Everyone can bake or buy the version they like best. But it's impossible to build a bridge and not to build a bridge at the same time. The choice between these options affects everyone. When there is a social issue involved and people have extreme opinions on the issue, it might be very disturbing, as it makes it difficult to have a dialogue and to reach an agreement that is acceptable to all.